Welcome to Manchester.
We have 24 hours here.
So let's get started.
Now let's see what Manchester has to offer.
Wow, so this is Canal Street. I used to be down here all the time when I lived in Manchester all those years ago. Things have changed, I think, in that time, because I think we're talking about 21, 22 years ago. That's before Paul was born, right? Well, before he came over here anyway. But yeah, I used to be out here every Friday and Saturday night when I actually lived in Salford. And I can remember having to walk home in the middle of the night sometimes, which always seemed a little bit dodgy. So we're going to have an explore along Canal Street now. Wow, this is a real trip down memory lane for me. The Rembrandt, I can remember going in there. And Via, yes. I think it used to be called something else, although it was a Via Italia, I don't know.
Is this still Canal Street up here?
Yes, it is, and behind us here is the famous McTuckies.
What is that?
Well, it's where you went after a good night out. You'd get your chicken nuggets.
So do you
and
think
fries.
do you think that that's the same thing like KFC then?
Oh, absolutely not. No. McTuckies is completely different. Oh wow, look. It's the good old New Union. This is where I spent most of my nights out. You know the significance of the bees, of course. The bee is the symbol of Manchester.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, be happy, I think it is.
Oh.
But back to the New Union, and yeah, this is where I used to go with my friend Scott, who vanished several years ago.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, I was on the dance floor in there, believe it or not.
Never.
GAY bar, that wasn't here back in the day. The Manchester outpost of the one in London, or maybe it's the other way around. You can be a part of it. New York, New York, there it is. Wow. Many's a night I had in there as well. That's another one of the most famous gay bars in Manchester. Most famous for its cabaret, this one. Right, this is Sackville Street, and this little block of shops coming up reminds me that I think this is where we used to all line up for taxis. Well, the hope of trying to get a taxi home at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure if there's still a taxi office around here now, but it was definitely up here.
Do you like going down a memory lane, Marcus?
Yes. Well, as I say, I mean, I don't know how long it's been since we've been in Manchester, like 15 years, but it was
longer.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1999 or 98 when I lived in Salford. Oh, it was before that. It could be 97. Oh, blimey, that's 25 years ago.
Oh no.
Oh, Clone Zone.
One of the places that I haven't been for such a long time is Manchester. I think the last time I was there was maybe in 2003, 2004. So that's what, almost 17, 18, 19 years. That's a long time. So we have booked a overnight stay in Manchester to look at what has improved, what has changed, what has stayed the same. I don't remember much about it, so it's going to be new to me. So why don't we go and see what we get up to. So we are in Sackville Street. I think this is Sackville Gardens. And there is the Alan Turing statue right over here.
Paul, why don't you sit next to Alan for a moment while I tell the viewers all about him?
The Alan Turing statue is located in Sackville Gardens in the heart of Manchester Gay Village. Turing is regarded as the father of modern computer science. It was at Manchester University in 1948 that he worked on one of the world's earliest computers. He became immortalised when the City of Manchester unveiled a statue of him on June the 23rd, 2001 for his work as a codebreaker at Bletchley Park during World War II. Turing was gay during a time when being homosexual was a criminal offence. He was outed, and despite his contributions, he was arrested and prosecuted. He died in 1954, aged 41. Turing received a posthumous royal pardon in 2013.
Oh, look at this. It says time for tolerance. I think we could all do with a bit of that right now. And the sculpture is actually called the Beacon of Hope.
Okay, we have made it to our hotel, the Novotel. So let's try to get checked in so that we can explore this lovely city. Well, we have been upgraded to an executive room, so let's see what it's like. Oh my god.
Ooh, look. Nespresso. Ooh, a fridge with water. A sofa. Do we have a room with a view?
No.
Oh, a view of the EU flag. Well, that's where we just came in as well. So I'm using the new camera holder. You've got one too. Where's yours? You're just using your hands.
It is in my bag just now. I'll put it together when we're on our way later.
Oh, okay. But look, I can get like a smoother rotation. So where are we, Paul?
We're at the Novotel. We have checked in. They have upgraded us to a suite.
An executive room.
Executive room with a coffee maker. So that's always good.
And we have our free drinks. That is with all Accor, correct?
Yes, I think that is like silver membership and above. So I'm racking up my points to gold status.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
And just in case there should be any doubt what we're drinking, it says beer.
Wow.
It's Chinatown. I think it's time for lunch, don't you?
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Which one?
What about Hang Won Hong?
I think
Oh, that's a supermarket. Jade City?
What is that?
Oh, that looks like a restaurant now.
Where do you see that?
Straight ahead. So we want dim sum. Do you think they have it here?
I don't even know what
At
they
the
do.
Manchester Chinese restaurant. That's original.
Oh my god. There are other ones if we don't like to look at this. They do have our favorite.
Ho fun.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants some fun?
I want some fun.
Okay.
Do you want that
Let's
or
go
no?
in. Yeah. So the Manchester Chinese restaurant is it.
Marcus,
Yes.
what do you think of this place?
Wow. Look at this. It is our traditional Ho fun.
Oh my god, doesn't this look amazing?
Mmm.
Now, bon appetit.
I can't wait to get stuck in.
Okay.
This is Deansgate, Paul.
What is Deansgate?
Well, it's a big thoroughfare with lots of shops, and it's somewhere that, you know, when you've lived somewhere a long time ago and you've got a memory of that place and you can't quite place it. Well, I had this memory of a department store that was sort of like had lots of gold inside, like sort of like goldy colour. And I thought, where is it? I know it's in Manchester somewhere. And it was Kendall's department store, which is now House of Fraser, which you can probably see that white building behind us. So we're going to head down there. But while we're here on Deansgate, look what's across the road in Nicholson's pub. What's it called, Paul? The Sawyer's Arms. I think it's just an absolutely amazing building. So Deansgate is one of the busiest thoroughfares through Manchester, and it's not. Yes, it's in the city centre, but it's not next to your Arndale centre. Although it's not a million miles away either, I suppose. It's amazing how these cities do sort of join up like a jigsaw puzzle.
Is this a Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, it certainly says Dunkin'.
Dunkin' what? Dunkin' Coffee?
I didn't know that Dunkin' Donuts was in the UK.
I didn't know either.
Well, they used to be, but I didn't know they were still here. So you learn something every day.
Oh my god, look! Cinnabon! I didn't know that they had it here too. My gosh. We are discovering something new today.
And there it is, look, Paul. Kendall's House of Fraser today. I think we're going to have to go in for old time's sake, because I want to see if all that gold plating is still there, or
Probably is.
or if it's just all in my imagination, which is a possibility. Wow, look. Kendall, Milne and Company. And it's in gold writing, so it seems as though that I did remember, partly, the golden bit. It looks like quite a golden building close up with the lights as well. We're going in. Oh. So we're heading down Deansgate to take a trip on the tram now.
That should be fun.
That's exciting, isn't it? And look, over here, we've got the LNE, the London North Eastern Railway, the old building, the old goods yard, I suppose, Yorkshire, North of England and Scotland Railway. It's all these different railway companies, south and west of England, Midland and Eastern counties. So there's a great railway history here in Manchester. So we've arrived at the Manchester tram and now we're going to attempt to buy a ticket. Luckily I've looked it up online beforehand, so I should know what to do. We want zone 1, 2 and 3. Come on. We want a one-day travel card. For zones 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 of these. Yeah, that's the correct price. 1, 2.
No, wait, so is this off-peak?
This is off-peak.
So it says off-peak.
Yeah. Buy tickets. Yes, I do want a receipt. As you saw when we were in Edinburgh, I always like a receipt. And we just pay on this, I guess. Yes, here we go. Focus in, Paul. Oh, there's more coming. Oh,
Maybe there's a credit there.
Oh, it's a receipt and the credit card receipt. So here we go. As easy as that. So we're here, Paul. We have arrived at the Trafford Centre.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while since we've been here. And we're not going to bore you with the shops. We'll see you later on.
Having a Peroni at New York, New York. Let's see what the Nug has to offer. Cheers! We are at a Manchester bar called Avia.
It's like a church inside. There are pews and stalls and pulpits. And we are going to be preaching the drink tonight.
Cheers! Fabulous!
It's not Bud Light though.
Aww.
Time for church. old time's sake.
Where are we?
McTuckies.
I never heard of it, but I will give it a go. Eat up, my dear. We have a busy night.
Very busy.
Wow, what a good first day we've had so far. We've been to some bars that we haven't seen for such a long time. We've been to that chicken place. I don't remember the name.
McTuckies.
McTuckies, sorry. No, it was good to see Manchester in all its glory and experiencing the tram and also countless other things I can't think of just now. So now it's time to get a good night's sleep, and then we shall do some more exploration in the morning. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, then please subscribe.
Day 2. We've got a few hours left to explore the rest of Manchester after our night out last night and a bit of a sleep in another lovely bed.
Oh, it's very, very comfy.
And as the day stretches out before us, let's get exploring.
Well, good morning. We are at the Arndale, Manchester. Right behind me, it is the shopping center with lots of different shops for all of you that want to go on a shopping spree, or for those of you that are just browsing. It's a perfect place to spend your lunchtime break, and for us to do some retail therapy if we wanted to, but I don't think we have time for that, so we're just going to specify that that's behind us.
When I saw the Oyster Bar and the old Wellington pub next to it, I just thought there was something significant here. I wasn't really going to bring this up, but as we are standing at these buildings, I think I have to. They're two of the oldest parts of Manchester city centre, and they're quite controversial in a way because there was an IRA bomb in 1996 that ripped the heart out of Manchester city centre here, and these two pubs were moved from their original locations after the bombing to fit in with the new plans for the city centre. But moving on, almost 30 years later, I think it's just great that we still have these buildings in Manchester today.
We are at Manchester Cathedral. It is celebrating its 600th anniversary this year.
Manchester is blessed to have this magnificent statue of Mahatma Gandhi. Wow, this takes me back many years. Manchester Victoria Station. I used to come here every day for about 6 months when I was still living in Salford but working in Bradford, and if I was on the early shift I would get a taxi to pick me up at about 5:30 in the morning, and I'd come into Victoria to get the first train over to Bradford interchange. I can see behind me some of the sort of original fixtures and fittings from way back then. I'm not talking about from the 1800s or something like that, I'm just talking about 25 years ago. But it has changed, it looks much more modern and bright, and yeah, so it's strange being back here. I knew that it had been redeveloped, and of course what it didn't have back then was a direct connection between this station, which is Manchester Victoria, to the main station, Manchester Piccadilly.
Also the trams.
Oh, and as Paul just pointed out, the trams are here too. So that's fabulous. In fact, that's probably the link. Well, this is the older part of the station. It really is a fabulous building. And look at that. Up there you can even see the remnants of where another, I guess, station building was cut off at one point. Well, I found this map in the station and it shows the route from Manchester to Bradford. I'm not even sure there are trains to Bradford interchange here now, because it's not on the timetable of any trains departing at the moment. And of course I'm talking about 25 years ago, that may as well be a lifetime ago. There's a sport called football. I don't really know much about it myself. I've heard of it. And apparently it's quite big in Manchester, which is why they've got the National Football Museum in the city, right here behind me.
The Football Museum also has a shop and cafe for you to speak about football.
Well, when we went to the Trafford Centre last night, we found Selfridges, and I didn't actually realise that there's another one right here in Manchester city centre. There's obviously a lot of people who want to spend lots of money up here. Selfridges isn't the only expensive store right here in Manchester city centre, because right next to it is Harvey Nicks.
We are having dim sum. I went to this yesterday for lunch, but then the place that we went to, it didn't quite have it. So today we are having dim sum, which is on a Saturday, is a good thing to do because traditionally Chinese do have dim sum on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. So we've ordered quite a few dishes, some that are not to Marcus's liking, such as the chicken feet and the tripe. But then we also have things that he will like, such as the ha gao and the siu mai and the chang fan. So there is a nice mix. So there is a nice mixture of things. So let's see how long it takes. I don't think it should take too long. But yeah, we will show you guys what the end result is. This is Emmeline Pankhurst, the suffragette. Behind her are the words, "Deeds, not words. What strong words to live by."
So, St. Peter's Square, Paul, our final destination on our 24 hours here in Manchester. What's been your highlight?
My highlight was the trams and also the nice sunshine, because we weren't really expecting it when we came this weekend.
That's right, the weather forecast was for overcast conditions with no sign of the sun, but the sun has decided to come out for most of the time we've been here, and in fact, as you can see, it is shining right now.
I am really glad that I brought my sunglasses, because I was going to leave it at home and then I was going to blame you again for something that I should have done.
Well, I get the blame for everything, of course. Well, my highlight, I think, is probably something that we didn't show, and that was our trip around the gay village at night.
We do have some footage of it.
Well, I think you snuck some footage.
I liked it, yeah.
So we went to a few bars, and we also had a snack. Well, actually, it was dinner, I suppose, if you want to call it that, at McTucky's. Wow, that was really rolling back the years.
Another good thing about Manchester is their Chinatown. We did have a nice meal of Ho Fun yesterday. I'm not sure whether I'm going to have the same again today, but who knows? The day is still young.
Indeed, well, we've had a whole lot of fun in Manchester.
Certainly did.
And that's it for today. We'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.